Hello, good evening, folks. How's it going? This is Edman, and this is Fox.
Hi, don't mind those messages.
So yes, as the title says, we're doing the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, the prequel to the all-known Ace Attorney series, in which we'll be playing as a descendant of Phoenix Wright, which is not going to be apparent unless you know the game history.
Is that like his great-grandfather or something?
Yes, basically. But again, it's not going to be apparent unless you know the history behind the games.
Yeah.
And of course, a quotation mark historical figure who will also be in the game.
Yeah, you know him, you love him, you can't live without him. You'll know it when you see it.
And yes, for this game, I'm turning out the voice options, so we're going to do as much voice acting as possible.
So that way we also don't get our voices wrong compared to what is official.
That's fair. Yeah, I think it is only for the cutscene, but I'm not gonna risk it anyway, because then you're gonna... Yeah. Anyway, so we're off with a new game. So there's the Great Ace Attorney Adventures, then the Great Attorney Resolve. Two games actually.
Just the two? Oh, it's yes. 2 games? Oh, that's lame.
So it's not quite a trilogy, but it's about cast enough content for the trilogy, but
it's like Ace Attorney Investigators. There's just 2 games in the series. You should do that one too. That one's fun.
Yeah, I need. Oh, here we go. Welcome to Japan Meiji era. Empire Japan, after opening its doors, a search for cultural transformation, brought by great wars of Western influence to the Far Eastern island nation. Revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and so were swept away by the cloud. Oh!
And already, just one day, our first murderer.
Uh-oh, who's this? The turbulation era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story. Oh my god. The main character!
I mean, when has that never happened before?
Benvenuto alla Cadena, the adventure of the Great Departure.
What are we, watching the adventures of Tintin or something? Jeez.
November 22nd, 8:43 a.m. Supreme Court of Judicial Defendants and the Chamber 5.
Jeez, this is a fucking word salad. Holy shit.
I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. How could it be that just beyond the doors of this quiet little chamber? Why was Japanese sounding like a British man? Anywho, it's the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate.
What?
Oh,
no, nothing. Oh, that's you, sorry.
Yes.
Save your glares, murderer.
Oh shit, the remote vibrator. Sorry. Sorry. Sumimasen. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at Imperial Jumei University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now here I am, awaiting my trial, and somehow with this pseudo-British S, even though I'm Japanese. Oh.
That's someone else. That's enough! He's not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Lawyer? Yes, until the judge has given his verdict on the case. No one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you'll hold your tongue.
Okay, then it's like the vibrating remote, but okay.
Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave.
Oh, snap.
Right. Ryonosuke.
Oh, yes, of course, sorry.
Oh my god, I'm blushing. He's so hot. Where have I seen that face before?
Slightly. Okay.
What are you apologizing to me for?
Oh, no, I suppose it wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I'm not meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry how you feel like you're gonna have a great-grandson with the name of F4 for some reason.
There you go again, apologizing. Just like always.
Ah.
Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you?
Of course not. You have to believe me. I didn't do it. I could never murder someone.
Oh, sorry. Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high.
You mean...
I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryonosuke.
Kazuma Sugi, my best friend, also in his second year at the Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate.
It's not that impressive. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old, here in Japan anyway. My qualifications don't mean much, yet.
You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. Don't you know? 3 days ago. Yes, that's when all of this started. Congratulations, Kazuma! As long as you're going to get that study abroad as that!
I know! I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court.
So you've been representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world! The British law system! I'm really happy for you. I'm proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura building around his temple. Almost he could deserve his own spin-off game.
I know, he has his own temple? Wow. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes.
The heart of the British Empire. I wish you could see it too.
Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. Who knows, maybe we could I don't know, get a coffee, maybe date or something, if you want.
We'll get to that eventually. If only that were that simple though.
Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going.
Alright, I'll see you later. I think I stay in the place a while longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. What is this hamburger thing on the menu that they sell so much? See you in English class tomorrow, then, partner. Oh god, they actually are dating! Holy shit! Sorry, I was disassociating for a moment.
Cool. It was straight after that. That's what happened. Oh. I think I can do this.
Professor, I didn't know you were coming.
Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Okay. You should go immediately to the judge's chamber.
To His Excellency's chambers? Why?
He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there was some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before.
I see. I'll go at once then.
Want me to do it or you want to do it?
You can do it because I think she's part of your defense council.
Yes. I shall accompany you.
Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom.
Yes. Thanks, Kazuma. Oh, this is quite our, don't you know? If I may. Yes, sorry. You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Naruhodo.
What a funny name.
Yes, that's right. My name is Yujin Mikotawa, a professor of forensic medicine at Jubei University. Ah, Professor Mikotawa. I heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma's study abroad. Asumi has told me about you. You and he are quotation mark best friends, I understand. I mean, I know it's more than that. I know it's more than that, but I try to keep an open mind in the late 19th century. But anyway, as such, I believe you should know. Know what? Well, as you know how without her, Asuke had been granted permission to go and study in Great Britain. However, if you fail to defend you to this trial, I'm afraid that permission will be revoked and never granted again.
Gee, that's kind of extreme.
Nani? As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I have a feeling that's we haven't chosen not to tell you. Yet, he's agreed to defend me, knowing that he fails, his strength will be shattered? But I don't understand. What would the government do such a thing? The administration has to choose for a large number of applicants for overseas duty. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even the most favorable circumstances. I don't believe it. Oh, but I didn't do it. I swear, I'm not among them. I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway.
The judge has been bribed.
I mean, that's nothing new, but I thought it was something else altogether. But then what should I do? Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. In other words, don't be a fucking idiot and know what you're talking about. Right. So, as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do.
We're actually getting married?
I do? What would the question be? Surely. Oh no. Don't tell me. Are we really getting married? No, you fucking idiot. Did you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not.
Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once.
Hey, Dekus. How's it going? You will see our surreptitious discussions are about to be cut short.
Hi, Dekus.
So, hey, Dekus. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asagi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as a defendant, the final decision is yours.
What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway.
What? This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's rumors to abroad are over. And what more? We may break up. Oh, alright, I'll be funky to a mother, that too.
But that's what's important, jeez.
And so, with absolutely no idea what lay ahead, I embark on that unforgivable trial.
That's your narrative, okay, sorry.
That's okay. My one and only chance to prove my innocence. The trial will decide my destiny, don't you know? Where I am a very British Japanese.
They gotta find a shorter name for that.
Yeah. So this is a courtroom? Ah.
The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. But why do you sound so fucking surprised by this?
I don't much like the look of the people sitting in the public gallery. I thought we were in Japan or China. Lots of military and other uniforms in here.
The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial.
By the way, Kazuma, where's that priest coming from?
It's my naturally mysterious aura, don't question it.
Okay then. A secret trial?
A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend.
Oh. Nani? But why?
It'll become clear in time, but for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin.
Oh!
Hey, I know that face.
Yes. And there's the judge. You want to do this judge or the other one?
We can do this. I can do this one. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
The name!
As is the defense.
His name is Ouchie!
Yep. Ouchie pain.
Oh.
Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm.
Oh shit, here it comes.
Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself.
Ryunosuke looks like he's about to piss his pants. Look at him.
Look at him! Look at him just darting his eyes everywhere. Holy shit! Like a deer caught in the headlights. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days before trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now.
Here it comes.
Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
Oh. This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's what preparation meant. Really?
Uh-oh.
But then, if I say I do... Shit. I need to answer quickly. What should I do? Should I do it or wait and see?
It's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do.
Okay, it's getting dangerously close. Shit.
Well, it stopped.
Wait and see your answer. I do.
I do!
You know what? Yeah, his career is on risk.
Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for...
Yes! Oh shit.
What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
My aura power, my breeze, not my IBS. Oh my god, Dikus. I would like to inform the court that... Oh shit. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
You'll be... What? What are you playing at, Ryunosuke? Professor... Oh, that's you.
Professor Mikotowa told me everything, just now before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dream story abroad will be that you were to lose.
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me.
Oh shit.
You think I won't be able to get you off?
No! It's not that, really. It's just that... Well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I could have been to be the reason that you...
Yes. I knew that's how you'd feel. Which is exactly why I decided not to tell you.
Oh.
Professor Mikotoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Ryunosuke, how forward you gonna get? Oh my god, Dikus.
Well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel, really? Make no mistake, counsel. This merely shows the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself.
Oh, way to save it.
Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
Naruhodo, naruhodo, basically in Japanese, if I remember. Hmm? Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I'm thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank.
He's doing the face.
Yep.
I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered.
Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court. You must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, defendant Naruhodo?
Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean?
He's questioning your ability to do the job.
Well, you can be questioning more than I am.
So let's start with the very simplest of questions. Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Oh shit. Well, that's easy enough. I heard his name more time than I do care to remember. But, wait. It's so nervous I can remember that. What was it again?
Ryunosuke. Let me guess, your mind's gone blank?
Oh shit, you know me so well. Especially in bed.
All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record.
But I can't even find that.
It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of right button, whatever the fuck that means.
Huh.
If you ever find you've forgotten something, you can consult that. It's all in there.
I just have to press right button for the court record? Right, there's no time to lose.
Yeah, that's right here at the corner of the desk. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with right button.
What is this right button is? Oh well.
It's on the corner, right over here, see? Just grabs his hand, just moves it over. You'll find the details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back.
So, Kazuya Sogi, 22 years old, a second year at Berry University. This is my best friend. Despite being a student, a qualified defender, lawyer. Sorry. Yuji Mikotova, a medical school professor at Imperial Yuma University. He's an authority for his medicine and Kazuya's mentor. Sushi Aoshi, the lead prosecutor for this case, who appeared to have little love for the exchanges of court information I've brought about. And then John H. Wilson, the victim of the case. He was a visiting professor visiting at Yuma University from the British Empire. So that'll be him.
Yep, that's him. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Find the victim in the People section of the court record, then press Y to present. Try it now.
Here you go. I imagine most obvious pun name. Yes, Aoshi. John H. Wilson. Yeah. The victim name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
I'm gonna say.
Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to UMay University 3 years ago. Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally.
That's questionable, but still.
And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations. There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. Jesus fucking Christ, people, invest in acronyms.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at Imperial UMay University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education. Have you no honor?
Oh, but I didn't do it.
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
We're doing this shit.
In other words, our feeble government is scared of upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime.
So that's why this star has been your usual peculiarities, isn't it?
Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman.
Yes, Dr. Whitson was an Englishman. That couldn't be any more obvious. But nationalities and trees won't make any difference to me here. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Oh my god, look at him.
He's disassociating. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going.
Let's see what Dico said. Apparently Ouchie's friend Kanji is foreseeing crime and punishment. Huh, interesting. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay in your this place a little longer.
Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. Enjoy your hamburger. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner.
Yeah, English less.
Oh god, I'm disassociating!
The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at the university. I think he's visiting a professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still. I should go and say hello. Oh my god, kid, are you... So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson.
Now then, let me pose my next question to you, Defendant Naruhodo.
Hi, Your Excellency.
How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
The cause of death? Well, obviously there was, fuck me.
Ryunosuke.
Yeah.
Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence.
By evidence? But how?
Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now!
Let's see. Universal collar pin. Prove that a student in Imperial University. Always wearing under the collar of my uniform jacket. I hope it doesn't become a family trend.
Shiv.
I really hope it doesn't become a family trend. Let's see. Post-mortem report. Death occurred a little after 2 p.m. and was caused by the loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body, and apparently there's more. Let's see. Male, British, time of death, 19 November, shortly after 2 p.m. Oh, that's kind of bad for the air.
Little business card format, too.
Cause of death, single bullet fired at close range. Fatal hemorrhage from pectoral ballistic trauma. No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body. Huh.
That sounds important.
Yes. Well. Oh my god, look at him go. According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death to gunshot trauma.
Learn to read, you imbecile. That's the post-mortem report, I take it. Where did that third page come from? There's only 2 pages in it.
Sorry, yes, that's right. They are, post-mortem report.
In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death and an autopsy.
That's kind of morbid, don't you think?
That's the trend over there. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way.
Oh, I see. Well, I'm not going to be tested for any of this later.
This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime. You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion. In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Oh.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
Oh yeah, this is brand new.
Fucking Christ.
Photographic print of the victim habits enter into the court. Well, that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's really superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible. It's high fidelity, you must say.
Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Certainly, Your Excellency.
Oh my god, I don't think he's actually sitting Neil right there.
Well, yeah, he's traditionalist.
So, without further ado, in order to better appraise the court with the facts of the case, the prosecution hereby calls its first witness who was there at the scene of the crime when it happened.
Oh, this is it then.
I think I may have worked out that what the professor had in mind.
Professor, you mean Dr. Mikotoa?
Yes, clearly you're the defense lawyer today, not me. But that doesn't mean... Well, I can still act as your assistant.
Ah, of course. When he was speaking with me before, he simply said, Katsuma Aoki must not be the defense lawyer in this trial.
He really has been sticking his oar in, hasn't he?
So that's what you call it. Okay then. Maybe, but any help you can give me will be greatly appreciated, Kazuma.
Well, my first piece of advice is, rein in that crazy look of bewilderment and control the cold sweats.
It's that obvious, isn't it? Only you that crane that crazy headband and control the cold stir first. For real, that R is so windy. Oh boy.
Right. Should we do that, or...
I can
Witness,
do
state your name and occupation for the court, please.
Of course. My name is Satoru Hosonaga. Sorry.
There you go.
Hosonaga. I am the head waiter at a Western Star restaurant called La Carnival. Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
hello.
Are you right? Just see me coughing out some, Whoa. It's a regular occurrence. It really doesn't bother me. Well, it really should.
As everyone knows, the capital's southeastern quarter was developed for foreign visitors some years ago. It's become a very fashionable district now, full of hotels to accommodate overseas guests. This grim crime occurred in one of the district's so-called restaurants, an
Occidental.
occidental eatery 3 days ago. Understood. Also, Naga-san, you will kindly tell the court everything you can about the incident.
At once, sir.
And no petty interjections from the inspiring lawyer boy, please.
Oh, aspire maybe, but aspire? I watched shows after 2 p.m. on the day in question. We have few diners at the time of death. The lunchtime rush was over, and there were only 3 tables still occupied. That fits what my memory to. There was hardly anyone else in the play. It was 10. I was in the kitchen, putting away crockery and cauldron.
Cutlery.
Cutlery, that's what I said. Then a gunshot rang out. So I hurried to the dining area to see what happened. I found the victim, an English gentleman slumped in his chair. And standing immediately beside him, a gun in hand, was the accused university student. Yes. Hold on. Let me just clarify something here. When I did pick out the gun that was lying on the floor beside the professor, I
Oh, don't say that.
should have said that, wasn't I? Anyway, I didn't shoot him.
Objection! I believe I asked you to refrain from petty interjections. The court wishes to listen to the witness's report of what he saw, you amateur.
But
The next time you interrupt at an inappropriate time, you will be penalized, Defendant Naruhodo.
Don't worry, Ryunosuke. You'll have your chance to fight back. For now, we must quietly listen to the witness.
oh,
If I may confirm one point, waiter. Standing beside the victim with a gun in his hand was the same man we see here in court today.
That's a leading question, Your Honor.
without question.
I see. And apart from the accused, was there anyone else standing beside the victim?
No. There was no one else around the table but this Englishman and the university student. Huh? Wait. What did you just said? There was no one else around that table.
What's the matter, Ryunosuke?
That's not just right. But I went over to Dr. Wilson to say hello. There was a woman sitting opposite Kina his table.
Really?
And that's not something the waiter should have missed. I've been warned about interjecting, but still, what should I do? Hmm. I'm gonna wait and see for now. I desperately want to say something, but I was told not to interject.
Ryunosuke, if your parents tell you to study, you're the kind of man who would diligently get to work, aren't you?
I suppose I am. I never had got into your main university otherwise.
But you can't just always follow the rules in life, you know. If you don't say what you want to say right now, you'll seriously regret it when you're found guilty.
Alright, you scared me. Don't forget that piece of advice in a hurry. And there is something I want to say. I'm just gonna have to shut my eyes and say it. Hush! Just a moment, please. Dr. Wizard wasn't alone that day. I'm sure of it. There was a lady sitting with him at the same table.
Objection! Dear me, what are we going to do with you?
Hey, Silverwing, and yes, we'll get to that. Actually, hold on a second. I'm curious for a ball. Okay, see, it is picking my microphone, just making sure.
Yep.
With your blatant disregard for court proceedings, I'm beginning to wonder if you're not a fraud. Could it be that the accused, this mere student, is not a real lawyer after all?
But I'm sure who I saw.
Hosonaga-san, is there any chance you're mistaken? Perhaps your memory of events is hazy.
No.
Scary shiny glasses.
Yep. The deceased gentleman came to dinner alone. I don't believe it. I actually have a road plan of the restaurant. It was that day. Please have a look if you'd like to.
Why do you have that? Let me see. A sketch of the establishment's layout drawn by yourself, I presume.
Oh. That's right. I'm afraid I used the back of my business card. It was a turbulent situation. How you had time to do all that? However, as you can see, the gentleman in question was sitting alone.
Well, you're clearly a very conscientious waiter.
Arigato, sir.
Not your excellency.
That is your excellency to you, you son of a swine! I mean, the court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Well...
Uh-oh. Is there a problem? Hand the plan over to the court officer at once.
Of course. Here you are.
You really... What was that about? He's been completely calm and collected until now.
Sorry, this is latent business, right? You don't get to just make up a New Testament kind of witchcraft. Oh my gosh. Something such a senseless chicken. The head waiter's business card. A sketch of
You
restaurant.
really didn't want anyone to have that.
I wonder why.
I wonder if we can check the back of it.
So, the court has now heard the precis of the case.
Yes, at the moment the gunshot was heard in the restaurant, the only person in close proximity to the victim was the defendant on trial today. It would seem that we are looking at a black and white case here.
What is black? Oh my god.
Don't go in that direction. Don't go in that direction. Defendant Naruhodo.
Hi, Your Excellency.
If you admit your guilt at this stage, the court is willing to look mercifully upon you.
In other words, you may have some small reprieve in terms of your inevitable punishment. I called this waiter as an unsworn witness in order to explain the details of this case to the court.
Oh.
But I must warn the defense if you are determined to pursue matters further in this trial. The prosecution has decisive evidence from sworn witnesses who were present at the scene of the crime.
Oh wait, there's more? What do you think I should do, customer?
What do you mean?
Well, I'm going to be found guilty one way or another, it seems. Wouldn't it be sensible to put glitter on the stage and hope for a more lenient sentence? Everyone keeps telling me this story is unusual about these peculiarities. Just said it. Professor Mikotowa said it, and so has the judge and the prosecution. I'm scared of what lies ahead if I push this.
As I said from the outset, I believe you're innocent. I trust you. And yet, despite knowing that, you're willing now to throw that trust back in my face? Is that it?
What? Oh, sorry.
If the accused is in fact innocent, then a defense lawyer is duty-bound to prove that innocence by whatever means necessary. Are you just going to abandon that duty? Are you going to give up on yourself? The battle hasn't even begun yet, Ryunosuke.
Huh? Oh!
The defense pleads not guilty, Your Excellency. We invite the prosecution to stop making empty threats and bring out its witnesses. Then we'll see just how decisive this evidence really is.
Holy shit, I'm scared off. I'm
Holy
scared
shit, I'm
off.
so hard right now.
I'm scared off right now.
Indeed. Prosecutor Auchi, please continue with proceedings.
Well, you were warned. The young can be so reckless. You know, many call me a saint, but I can be a devil when I want to be.
Is that why you're divorced?
Hey, CP, welcome.
Hey, Zippy.
In a few short moments from now, that dumbstruck young mouth of yours will be silenced forever. The prosecution calls its next witnesses.
Very well. Officer, bring forth the witnesses at once.
Wait, witnesses as in plural? Wow.
All at once? Jeez. They did it dirty back then.
Oh!
Oh my god!
There is two of them.
Witnesses, kindly state your names and occupations for the court.
I'll take the one on the left.
Okay.
Yes, sir. The Great Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Ieyasu Nosa reporting for duty, sir.
Oh, my shelf! I fight employ as a supply mayor of fight articles of equity for the air friendship of a nation, Nippon, and countrywide trade from route Rasute, a humble private in the second industry, Kyuryu Korekuta, at your suburb.
antique dealer and a soldier. What an unusual pairing.
What's the pawn sign? Not of yours, okay?
Both of these gentlemen were present at the restaurant on the day in question.
They must be the diners at the other table the waiter mentioned.
Myself, I officially say tea of the most exquisite aroma as the spelling in question. Always past noon. And not infrequently converse with interested parties regarding the curious with which I make my visit. I can't understand what that old man is saying.
He's an antique dealer, and it sounds like he's a regular at La Carnival. He seeks out potential customers who may have an interest in antiques and tries to sell his wares to them. He obviously targets La Carnival because it's a high-class restaurant with rich clientele.
Right, I see. Although, to be honest, that sergeant looks more like he'd be a seller than a buyer. And how the hell did he grow that mustache?
Now, you both witnessed the precise moment of this most atrocious incident.
Yes or no, sir? Yes sir, no, sir. Oh, that's the point of his name. Interesting. Oh my god,
Yeah, you see it now?
Yeah, I just saw, no, sir. I get it now. Wow.
Is that correct?
Affirmative. The enemy unit was seen attacking the foreigner in what can only be described as an act of war, sir. It was that black uniformed rogue infantryman over there who unloaded his firearms, sir.
This match is impossible to understand as the other. Do you have any indication, Rinosuke? Or crying out loud?
Can we get, Your Excellency, the court requests subtitles for the witnesses, please?
I'm almost sure I heard a strange noise during that thing is dead.
So, this is the decisive evidence the prosecution was threatening.
Double witnesses.
The soldier is claiming they actually saw the precise moment you shot the victim dead.
Yes.
Well, are you starting to feel uncomfortable?
If I'm honest, I was feeling uncomfortable from the start.
You also feel uncomfortable when I hold you the right way, too.
Not now.
Now, the court will now hear from your formal testimony, please.
Oh, it's a bottle of water or sake. What he has right there.
Yeah, I think it's like some kind of water.
Okay.
Because you shouldn't be drinking when you're on duty, you know?
Yeah, well, hopefully it's water.
You'll state everything you saw from the precise moment that the incidents occurred. Sir, yes, sir. Standing by, ready to report, sir.
A separate memories of our civic afternoon. Wow. What the witness saw.
I was ingesting a regulation beefsteak at the restaurant while having a tactical discussion with the old man.
Myself, I was extolling the virtues of a particularly fine golden curio to the military gentleman.
At the precise moment, a firearm was discharged. I observed the enemy's actions with my own eyes. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian, and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Wait a minute. Okay, there's already a contradiction right there.
Yep.
I was on my hands and knees, investigating the whereabouts of my mysterious absconded precious curio. So you didn't see it, basically, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, so you, Sergeant Nosa, actually witnessed the vital moment. You saw the split second when the defendant fired the weapon at the victim. Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy.
Whoa! Whoa!
No weapons in court, old man. Jeez.
He was like, wow, what just happened there? Ooh, what actually began? When an English should have been maybe a cell in broad light of day. Forget that. What are you doing with a knife right here? But this is ridiculous. I didn't shoot anyone.
Can we pause real quick?
Yes.
I need to do something.
Okay. I'll take it.
I need to check
myself.
something.
Okay. That'll give me a chance to hold on. Okay, that's out of plane. Oh, there you go. There we go. You know what? Let's save for now. While at it.
Hold on.
No, I'm just saving. Don't worry. There you go. I'll be right back to follow. Time to say scum. Oh my god.
All right. And then I will present this to you. Okay, sorry about that. I had to do a quick clip of that. How are you going today? I'm going all right. But while we have a small break, I'm going to go get some water. My throat is actually getting dry from doing all the voice acting. Yum, yum, yum.
Okay, I'm back.
These donuts was a good idea this morning.
Okay, we're back.
Hello. I sent you a clip that I made.
Let me see.
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir. That wicked university cadet, sir. The cruel and unforgivable enemy.
Whoa! Whoa!
No weapons in court, old man. Jeez.
I wish I could know how to edit, because that is an edit right there.
Right.
Anyway,
I'm ready to continue.
Yes.
Is that really true, Rinosuke?
We can hear the clip. Hey! All I did was pick up the gun when I saw lying at the floor.
You're an idiot, you know that?
I know. After I say hello to Dr. Wilson, I went back to my table and sat drinking some coffee. I think it's for coffee anyway. Then, when I finished, I got from my seat to leave the restaurant when I noticed an English-made gun next to the chair where the professor was sitting. I mean, what else is it gonna be? I'm just saying. What else is it gonna be? Japanese?
Of course. Nipponese! The Last Samurai?
I saw how the professor had dropped it. My god, you're an idiot. You must well just say Watson anytime someone say Wilson in this game. We know what Calcom meant. I mean, I did notice that. But I wasn't gonna bring it up right now. It wasn't relevant. So I went down and I saw it was... I just saw I was picking it up.
Well, if that's the truth, there's obviously a criminal on the scene somewhere.
Your butt's not relevant.
And somewhere in these two witnesses' testimonies, there's a clue as to who that criminal was.
Gee, I wonder who could it be? The guy with the ship. There he is.
Renosuke, you must exercise your right to cross-examine the witness. Sorry, I'm just trying out this fabulous new creation from France called a donut.
Cross-examine?
Do it now. Sorry, this is really good.
As we have heard, Your Excellency, there is no room for doubt in the testimony of these witnesses. The defendant is clearly guilty. Donuts, don't mind if I do. It is time to bring this despicable student to justice.
Oh dear me, everyone having donuts me with the every bagel.
No donuts for the accused. Please continue, witnesses. Certainly, the testimony of the court has just heard eliminates any vestige of doubt. Therefore, it is my grave duty to declare the verdict of this trial. What in the name of the Emperor is the meaning of this outburst?
I mean, the defense, demand its right for a cross-examination.
Damn me. Let me guess. The Hachimaki headband boy next door told me to do it. How pathetic.
Don't you dare insult my boss. Yes, he kinda did. How do you know?
The prosecution objects. This is a clear waste of time. The defendant obviously has no experience. How can he possibly carry out a cross-examination? Objection! The defense is asserting its right to a cross-examination. Whether or not you think he is capable of it is irrelevant.
That's why so commanding, just like in bed.
Oh, so kawaii, Tetsu!
Very well. Let the defense conduct its cross-examination of the witnesses. Alright, this is where the battle really begins, Ryonosuke.
But I don't even know what I had to do in a cross-examination.
Isn't it obvious? You have to expose the lies in the witnesses' statements.
How?
You didn't fire the gun, which means that the soldier said he has to be alive.
Well, yes, but...
It's just a case of proving it, and the key to doing that is evidence.
Right. Evidence.
All you need to do is present some decisive and indisputable evidence that proves the witness is lying.
For that matter, I haven't showed the evidence for a while, so let's see. That's the only glaring contradiction right there.
Yep, so he's clearly shot in the front.
Yes. Oh, I can even zoom in. Interesting.
And there's even a steak dinner behind him. God, what is this with this series and steak dinners? Holy shit, it's in like literally every game.
And there's the business card. Hmm.
That's the kitchen. That's the entrance. That's where he was sitting. Is there like any way to like turn it over?
I guess I cannot roll it right now because I can only look at it carefully, but it doesn't occur to me to flip it yet, apparently.
Yeah, we don't have the ability to look at it in 3D.
What is 3D, anyway?
No exit wound. Bullet did not pass through the body. Shot in the chest.
No, but that's not the evidence we need to present right now.
No, that
Actually,
you need to
hold
present
on.
the photograph.
Yes, no, sir. An army sergeant on Empire, And Kyuryo Korekuta, Rone Rasute. Oh my
That's
god,
only
some...
case 5 for the evidence in the first DSA turn.
I know.
Now let's go, Ryonosuke. Don't let them beat you.
Saber, I know what is 3D, but this is late 19th century.
Yeah, the third dimension didn't exist yet.
Just like color.
Wait. That didn't make sense.
Alright, it's all or nothing. Oh my god, it's like a deer.
Yeah, I was expecting this case to be like in sepia tone or something.
Well, I have 5 strikes.
Yep, you don't get a health bar. You can also press, too.
Actually, let's check what they say, just to see.
Yeah.
Hi.
Why aren't you saying anything? Is this some new interrogation technique?
Actually thought I wanted to ask.
Just ask about anything that catches your attention. Anything that bothers you.
Alright then, this beef steak you mentioned, what kind of food is that? You cannot be this stupid.
Tension! Beefsteak is a delicious cut of veal vigorously cooked on a cast iron grill and served piping hot.
Oh. All I have is miso soup. I mean, give me some.
If food could receive medals of honor, beefsteak would be almost as highly decorated as a cutlet.
Right. I see. Thank you, sir. So next question. This cutlet you mentioned.
Our defense counsel, ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Ryonosuke.
My god, you cannot be this stupid.
Tension! Cutlet is a delicious cut of veal tossed in breadcrumbs and deep fried in cooking oil.
It's actually super good, like holy shit.
Yep.
Accept your guilty verdict, atone for your crimes, and when you're released from prison, try it!
Yes, sir. I will. On the ball, sir.
Sorry to interrupt, but how about trying to stick to questions that are relevant to the case?
I swear, you ask what a veal is, I'm gonna kick your ass. Oh, sorry. I do my best. So, next question. Oh my god. There was a mistake. No. What?
Negative!
Well,
Well.
at least we've learned that he's a big beef. Oh wait, no, that's Shari. Fuck.
Well, at least we learned how to be beef lover.
Affirmative.
It's not isn't know what questions to ask.
Did you get a medal for that?
Yeah, for having successful press for the first time. Okay. Okay, now I'm scared to press him. Should I?
Go ahead, press all of them before doing anything. That way we can get the most information.
And usually the funniest parts. I have no idea what you're talking about. Ah, come on, boy. Come on. You mean an old Edo coin? The day prior to the incident, a treasure of exceptional value for the coin peer entered my possession. I threw myself to the restaurant the following day, with said item secretly in my bosom pocket. In the hopes of an outflip, God knows an appraise for the indisputable value being present. So, you were hoping to sell your common coin to Sergeant Nosa, who you met at the restaurant.
Yes, it's quite clear where you're going with this, boy. You were about to assert that a penniless soldier would have no hope of purchasing a precious koban.
Oh shit, he saw through me.
Isn't that so?
Well,
You little upstart cadet! You want to add disrespecting a superior officer to your list of crimes, do you? Blatant subordination!
No, I didn't say anything. Although penniless must be just what I was looking for. In any case, the hour was a rampage beyond the midday luncheon. There remained precious few persons with whom I could engage in discourse about merit of business. I know these words are really big for a kid like you, but I mean, you're a university student, aren't you? Well, to be honest. Anyway, this gentleman assigned me was grappling with his brains real all the time. Was my soul perfect? I see. Okay, now this is when to press.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying that you actually saw me at the time.
Affirmative! I saw you! Laughing, cackling like a madman as you trained the barrel of your gun on the English civilian.
But that's impossible. I only...
Allow me to confirm just one point, please.
What's that, Private?
Thinking carefully about the statement you just made, it seems to me that it must have been just after you heard the gunshot that you looked over to the victim's table.
And so what if it was?
Well, if that really is the case, it would mean that you didn't in fact see the precise moment when the killer fired the gun.
And double my sixth sense.
Oh, don't be... Oh, no. Sorry?
My sixth sense of danger. I picked up the waves of murderous energy radiating from your foul mind.
What are you, like a mutant?
Which means, a split second before you pulled the trigger, I was looking right at you, cadet.
Surely that's not really possible. Is it?
Do you think I'd have got where I am today in the army if I couldn't sense danger in the air, son?
Well, it would seem that the soldier is absolutely convinced that he saw you do the deed.
This is not good. Okay, I know I have the evidence that says otherwise, so...
We'll keep pressing. Let's hear everything first before we present.
So this black uniform university cadet, you're saying that was...
I've had just about enough of your sauce, cadet.
That means sass?
Who else do you see around here in black uniform,
Well, there's no one standing right to me that fit description as well, but...
It was you little weasel. You unloaded the firearm on that man. From behind his back, and you call yourself a citizen of the great empire of Nippon. You disgust me. That's a gif right there with like little mysterious stinger.
Oh my god!
What is it, Ryunosuke?
I'm not quite sure. It's something that Sanji just said, but I can put my finger in it. Something's playing on my mind.
In that case, check back over the details of the evidence you've gathered in the court record. And if you find an inconsistency there with what the witness just said, then don't hold back. Just like I don't hold back. Present the evidence in the court, thrust it in the witness's face, and make him choke on it.
Oh, so like you did last night. I got it. Yeah. It's plain obvious at this point, so...
No. Let's hear what he has to say when you press.
Okay, then. Hi. On your hands and knees. Could you explain that, please? That's right! Apparently the arthritis I watched in order to retrieve the lost piece.
What lost piece are you referring to?
The commander's shirt! The Christian Hoyer common coin! Wow.
Careful.
I was just been showing the regression to the military man and he masticated his meal. Whoa! After making my action appreciate a moment, it was there no more. It simply vanished.
The cowbond vanished?
I began to acquaint myself with the intricacies of the floor in order to locate it. And then it happened.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
None of that! Though it was no concern of mine. I was frantically scouring the floor for the aforementioned lost treasure. So, in fact, you didn't actually witness the precise moment when the incident occurred. Indeed, myself, I did not. I know that I was supposed to do here.
Listen, Ryunosuke. We know that there are lies lurking in these statements. It's time to expose them.
I understand that. The question is, how?
Like I said before, the key to this is using evidence that you've collected. You can examine and present evidence while a witness is giving testimony by pressing the right button.
You are doing right buttons.
Go through each witness statement and the details about each piece of evidence and compare all the facts. Somewhere in there you'll find something that doesn't add up. In other words, an inconsistency.
An inconsistency?
When you find a statement and a piece of evidence that seems to contradict each other, present your evidence with why and rip the witness apart.
So I had to give rather evidence before presenting it. Oh my god.
Just be careful, because if you assert a contradiction that has no basis, you'll be given a penalty. If you're dealt too many penalties, the defense's case will fall apart, and you'll receive a guilty verdict.
Oh shit.
So that's it. Peruse the evidence in the court record and find an inconsistency with a witness's statement.
Alright, I'll give it a try.
You can hear the witness's statements over and over again as many times as you like.
Prefer not to.
So keep your head and be measured in your attack. Good luck, partner.
Okay.
So it was the fourth one that has the inconsistency.
Yes.
And from the back.
Jeez, does that look the back to you?
Nope. And that's not an exit wound either.
Nope. Oh my god.
What are you playing at, Cadet? What is the meaning of this subordination? Thrusting some photographic print in my mustache?
Inconsistency, sir. I mean, there's a clear inconsistency here.
What nonsense! What can this print possibly tell us that we don't already know?
Are you really? Oh my god. Well, obviously, that, I know what to say, but it just won't come out of my mouth.
I think this proves beyond any doubt, Your Excellency, that there is no place for an amateur student here in this grand courtroom.
Ah, this is so frustrating.
Oh, please. Surely this doesn't require an explanation. It couldn't be more plain. To spell it out would be an insult to the court.
Kazuma, what?
What are you talking about?
It's apparent from the single glance at this photographic print presented by the defense that there's a clear discrepancy here within the sergeant's testament.
What? Sergeant, yes sir, no sir. Yes sir, what sir?
The statement you have just made was this. The black uniformed varsity cadet fired on the English civilian and from the back, the cowardly little weasel.
Yes sir, affirmative sir. I witnessed the crime with my very own military-grade eyes, sir. Yes.
But no! That just can't be!
And why not, Cadet?
Because... Oh my god, and that's stupid. Because, line...
And take a close look at the print. The victim, Dr. Wilson, died from a bullet wound to the chest. Sergeant, according to your witness statement, the culprit shot the victim from behind. And that is the obvious discrepancy here. Well, how do you explain it?
Whoa! What the hell was that? What the... What's that? Something just popped out from behind his back, but he pushes it down again.
Certainly there's a clear discrepancy with the facts here. Would you not agree, Sergeant Nossa? Yes, sir. At this juncture, that would appear to be indisputable. Until the moment I heard the firearm discharge, my eyes were...
Oh.
firmly fixed on the delicious La Carnival steak, sir. What?
In the last testimony the court heard was proven one thing beyond all reasonable doubt. This witness, Sergeant Ayasa Nosa, did not see the defendant firing a gun at all.
That's absurd.
I think the conclusion we must draw is simple. There is no place for an amateur prosecutor here in this grand courtroom.
Oh!
Oh no! No, he didn't!
Oh! Oh, look! It's a kid. For successful presenting evidence during the... Okay. Being a complete turnabout in the middle of this trial, just from one discrepancy. So this is what being an ace attorney is all about. Title God. Ouchie, suffer and ouchie.
But I definitely saw him. That university cadet there, he was pointing the firearm directly at the victim's back.
Hi. But I never fired the gun. All I did was pick it up on the floor.
And you, old man, you didn't see the moment the victim was shot either?
Myself. I have already been quite clear. The gunshot interested me not. I was far too busy on the floor. Oh yes, you were looking for your Coban coin, weren't you? Indeed, the price for a Coban. Hunting a run under the cable, I was in case mishap in my folder, and then it happened.
You heard the gunshot, you mean?
Indeed I did. Well, I did not, for I was concerned only with finding my Ascon coining treasure. Nothing could distract me.
Out of interest, did you find the coin in the end?
No.
I see.
That lamentable day, the precious coin Coban was lost to me. No doubt, some infernal scoundrel pocketed the prize coin for himself.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, I got lucky enough. We'll get to that eventually.
As I am sure everyone present is aware, this case demands a swift and decisive resolution. Our government has promised to send a full report to Great Britain by telegraph this very afternoon.
Well, that's gonna take a couple of weeks.
Nevertheless, the witness testimony the court has just heard is inconclusive. No matter how subservient our government feels it must be to the British. It would be unforgivable to deliver a verdict on this trial right now. What is your position, Prosecutor Auchi? Worry not, Your Excellency. The defendant may have fled a tiger at the front gate, but he will find a wolf at the back.
That sounds kind of sexual. Adman, this is late 1800s, correct? Yes, late 18, early 1900s. Technically, Meiji era in Japan and Victorian England. Oi!
My witnesses have further testimony to make. Explain. Upon hearing their next statements, it will become abundantly clear that there is only one person who could possibly have committed this despicable crime. The equally despicable defendant, Ryonosuke Naruhodo.
Nani?
He really seems to have a despicable opinion of you, doesn't he?
You mean despicable me?
We should just have this pulled up every time he makes a wisecrack.
Oh. Yeah, Morse code and the telegraph device were invented in the 1830s, yes. That is correct.
Yeah, so it's period-centric.
Very well. The court invites the witnesses to testify again. You will thoroughly explain the reasoning behind the prosecution's allegation.
The Meiji Restoration period, in fact, that is correct also.
Is that clear?
Smear Ashkini Kubla, Your Excellency.
Yes, sir. At once, sir. Awaiting signal to testify, sir.
Excuse me, but there's something or someone peeking over your shoulder, I think. Is I stand by any chance?
Affirmative. The newest member of the Nosa family to rise up to the ranks, sir. Name, Aido.
Oh, I don't know, sir. Oh.
It would seem those straps are a sign of the sergeant being too strapped to afford a nanny.
Oh.
Aido, attention! Your father is about to quail the enemy. Watch and learn, my boy.
Here we go.
The true culprit.
Even if what I saw wasn't the precise moment of the firearm was discharged, it's almost the same thing.
Yes, point his gun at the foreman. He was the lad in black. That much myself I did see. Oh, come on.
Uh-huh.
Furthermore, a visual search of the premises at the time confirmed that we were the only personnel present.
Indeed, alone he was, the Englishman, done it all by himself. Okay, two in a row.
Therefore, no one other than the black uniformed cadet could have dispatched the Englishman. Over and out.
Alright, this is when we learn about presenting, I guess.
These testimonies are certainly...
Hey, wait! That nonsense! The witness, Dr. Wilson, wasn't alone at all.
Please, enough of these outbursts already.
But there was a woman. There was a young woman at his table. You must have seen her. You must have seen her.
Objection! If you call yourself a lawyer, then you will respect the rules of the court and speak accordingly.
What is this? This is when we learn about presenting and then all the first predator era. Oh, really?
We are not here to listen to your fantasies.
But this is reality. Calling a landslide.
It is evident beyond all reasonable doubt that the victim was alone at the time of the incident. The prosecution has photographic evidence of this fact. Is this a photographic print of the scene of the crime, counsel? Indeed, of the table of which the victim was dining, taken by an investigator immediately after the incident. As can plainly be seen, there is only one place set.
Certainly, based on the appearance of this print. It would be reasonable to conclude that the victim was not in the company of anyone else.
This doesn't make any sense.
The court will add this new photographic evidence to the record.
A bottle of carbonated. Really, we're doing this?
Really? And not wine?
Carbonated water. A steak lunch have you seen? Okay. I don't understand. What's going on here? It's just not possible that no one else saw that woman.
The waiter before us said the same thing. He maintains that Dr. Wilson came to the restaurant alone as well.
But that's not true. I saw her. I saw that I saw a woman with him.
It would seem that we'll be able to telegraph the report to Great Britain on time after all. The witness testimonies we have just heard leave no further room for doubt.
These are very sensitive political times, as we all know. The ink is still fresh on the treaty with Great Britain. To think that I, Takatsushi Auchi, would have contributed to the amity of these two great empires is an honor.
Oh. How could this happening? The justice is ready to rule.
Stand tall, Reinosuke. It's not over yet.
Oh, Nani?
If what you say is true, then there's something going on here behind the scenes.
I would say those are very good photos from the 1800s tech. I mean, it only took him a couple hours just to get one of those pictures, so...
And now is your chance to expose it, to draw out the truth in your cross-examination.
I don't know, Kazuma.
The defense is entitled to cross-examine the witnesses, but make it quick. Understood?
Rules can be so unbending at times.
Okay. I'm gonna see a couple of things first.
Let's compare that photograph, because we see it's clearly partially eaten, fork's clean, knife is not.
Mm-hmm. There's that.
What about that? How about how it looked in the first photograph? It looks like it wasn't eaten at all.
Wait.
The glass is full. The glass is empty.
No, the glass is empty on this photo, but then on the other photo...
And there's a bite taken out of the steak. There's bites taken. Someone was clearly eating it. I mean, it's hard to tell with the steak.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely one's empty. Let's see.
Kitchen entrance and just where he was sitting. So
yeah. So also we need to know where they were sitting when everything happened. That's the other thing.
Yep.
But I guess we have to press the people to find out.
Yep. So let's press them.
Hi. No. It's not the same thing at all. Press start. I didn't find the gun.
We have a difference of opinion on that. The opinion of a uniformed officer versus that of a fledgling cadet.
I don't think so.
Consider this, defendant. Just a moment ago, I blinked.
Did you?
Did you see it? Did you see me blink?
Is this a trick question? How could I?
And yet, it is an undeniable fact that I did blink.
Okay, I'm not sure about this analogy, but
I mean, I'd call an objection that this is a pointless questioning. So there you have it.
that was a bad analogy. Half what?
Attention! The sound of the firearm rang in my ears in the very next moment. I saw you waving the gun at the Englishman.
I think that says it all, don't you? And let us not forget the antiques dealer witnessed the occurrence in this most incriminating position as well. Isn't that so, Kurikuta-san?
Not answering.
Yes! Oh, he's gonna. Okay. We need to press something's going on here. Hi, it may be true that I was holding the gun at that point in time. But I told you already, that's only because I picked it up from the floor.
Well, obviously, as the culprit, that's the only way you could explain it away.
I just finished drinking my coffee, and I was about to leave the restaurant when I noticed a gun on the floor at Dr. Wilson's feet, so I picked it up. And at exactly that moment,
Bang.
a gunshot right in my ear. Revenge before under control, life is. Oh, sorry. What do you mean? And why you sound like Yoda for a moment? Who's Yoda, by the way? In your case, you found a picture on the floor. Pick it up. Just precipitated in testing predicament. Do I need to cut a bitch on this testimony?
Remember, bitches get stitches.
With a conversely, I failed to pick up the gun from the floor, and I find myself in an equally destined predicament at a result. Anyway, the fact remains, myself, I did see you, with pistol in hand, standing over the foreigner. Well, that much is true, I guess. Okay, here we go. You must have noticed something else at the Dr. Winston's table. There was a lady there.
Objection! As you have been at pains to point out time and again, I feel I'm growing a callus in my ear.
I'm pretty sure you're used to pain as it is.
And yet, no one else appears to have caught even a glimpse of this woman.
If only there were more people dining there at the time, then someone else would have noticed it.
Unfortunately, it was already past 2 p.m. when it happened. The quiet time between lunch and dinner in any restaurant.
Oh, that's natural. I know, of course the place was almost empty. What you expect?
Certainly, 2 p.m. is neither here nor there in terms of a time to eat.
Is that a rule?
I wonder if there was a reason why the victim was eating at that time of day, and why he was alone.
Yes, Your Excellency, there was indeed a reason.
Don't you dare say time zones. What?
This was found in the victim's jacket pocket.
What is that, Counsel?
It is a medical report card, Your Excellency. It would seem that the victim had an appointment at a clinic prior to visiting the restaurant.
Hotta Clinic. Yes, there would indeed appear to be an entry for the date in question. No, not the Hottie Clinic, no!
Oh no. The generational perverts. Oh my
Yes! 19th November, noon to past 1 p.m. The very day of the incident.
So the victim went for a late lunch following his appointment. The explanation couldn't be more simple. The prosecution felt no need to submit this evidence before, as it really has no bearing on this case.
I wonder... What do you think, Ryunosuke?
Well, it is hard to see how it could be related, really.
Remember, you can request for it to be entered into the court record as evidence if you think it could be useful.
Of course, it could be useful. Should I ask for Dr. Wizard's medical record to be submitted? Yes. Yes, we need everything we can. If I may, I'd like to ask for that medical report card to be submitted as evidence, Your Excellency.
I got it.
Oh, I see.
Grounds. The court has already heard conclusive witness testimony. Additional evidence would be extraneous. Not to mention that the victim's movements prior to his arrival at the restaurant are of no concern.
Objection! Whether or not they are of concern is up to us to decide. We have a right to explore all possible avenues.
I beg your pardon?
You have no authority to refuse a perfectly valid request for the submission of evidence. Very well. The court will grant the defense's request.
Youngsters these days are forever asserting their rights. It's a most disturbing trend.
Oh yeah, Japan has a respect seniors no matter the situation kind of thing. Still going to this date. Anyway.
Officer, kindly add the victim's medical report card to the court record.
A medical record for a hot clinic that was found in this pocket.
What we need right now is new clues. We have to explore things from every possible angle, even if they don't seem relevant at first.
I agree. Let's take a quick look.
Let's take a look at this. What does this say?
Wait, she's not letting me right now, so I guess I have to wait. Right, I hear you.
You can conspire to prolong this trial as much as you'd like, but it's the day after the festival already for you. Or perhaps you'd forgotten that these witnesses' testimonies leave no room for doubt.
I disagree, but we'll get there.
Feel free to reiterate this for the record, Korikuta-san.
Oh, okay, we need to press here. So, you actually saw that with your own eyes, didn't you? The victim, Dr. Wilson. That it all. That I did. Forgive me for the position I placed you in. Oh my god, he gonna do the face? No. Okay.
The testimonies of the old man, the soldier, and the waiter all agree on that point. Isn't that interesting? And let us not forget the incontestable evidence we have to support their statements as well.
I mean, this shows that someone else was actually eating.
As can clearly be seen, there is only a single beefsteak on the victim's table, a meal for one.
Oh.
The antiques dealer, the sergeant, and the waiter who testified before. It's not impossible if they're all lying. But if so, then why? If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea.
No.
Oh,
If I'm perfectly honest, I have absolutely no idea.
I gotta read the name cards.
Yeah. Oh, okay, pressing here because there's something missing here. What? Are you telling the truth?
What? What did you say, Cadet?
I clearly remember. There was a woman sitting across the trail from the professor. don't know. Perhaps one of you might not have noticed. But for the both of you to have failed to see the professor's tiny companion, it's just not possible. Oh, you gotta lie, bro. Something is going on here.
Unfortunately for you, Defendant Naruhodo, it's not just a case of these two witnesses alone.
Sorry?
The waiter, whose testimony the court heard earlier, clearly stated the same thing. He also said that the victim was alone.
That's right.
Precisely. In other words, you are the sole proponent in this phantom lady.
But I...
If such a woman were indeed present at the scene, the prosecution demands to see proof. And if no such proof exists, the prosecution demands that no further mention of this phantom woman be made.
Kitchen entrance.
We don't know how this fits in just yet.
Yeah.
Can we see the report card now?
Let me see again. Not yet.
You can't investigate it. Okay, that's weird.
It's a good film material. It says when it needed to be in the
Yep.
Ace Attorney universe.
It is a blatant waste of the court's time.
There's nothing I can say to that.
Excellent work, Ryunosuke. We've gleaned some new information now.
Well, yes, but I don't feel it changes much. I can see that it brings any real discrepancies to light.
I wouldn't be so sure. Let me see that medical report card you got before.
Oh, finally, now I can see it. Oh, you mean this?
Yes, this is a brand new piece of evidence. So perhaps we should examine it in a little more detail.
Oh, I wasn't scheduled to read it right now. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
How exactly?
You'll notice that some pieces of evidence bear a magnifying glass. These are the ones you may examine.
I did notice such a thing.
Press A and you can take a closer look at the piece in question. Use right stick up, left, down, or right.
Oh!
Third dimension! Woo! To rotate the evidence in all directions and examine it from all angles.
Oh, now we can do that. Okay.
By using left stick up, left, down, or right,
Huh.
you can move the cross hands around to hunt for clues that may have been missed before.
Huh.
If the crosshands start to pulsate, press A to investigate further.
What's the cross... never mind.
So, partner, I think you should take a closer look at this medical report card. See if there isn't something new to be learned by examining it in more detail.
Alright, I'll see what I can do. I need to do this, do that, and the other thing to inspect any areas of the evidence that look suspicious.
I wonder if we can do that to like the business card layout too.
Okay, so medical report card requires for every visit. Dr. John Wilson, Hota Clinic. It says Hota Clinic on this medical report card. I hate clinics. Hota hate. No. As much as I hate hospitals and surgeries.
Aren't they all the same?
When I was 5, I caught the only cold I ever had in my life. How's that even possible?
Prince.
How's that even possible? Wow. And I remember, even though I felt awfully already, I had this hideous injection in my right arm. Ugh, don't forget it. Never in my whole life. I made sure that no one in my family ever gets sick from colds ever again. Yeah, good luck with that.
Most people would give their right arm to be had the only one cold in their whole life.
I'll say. It's called a vaccine, Rinosuke.
Yep.
But I hate it regardless.
Anyway, I don't think this is a clinic where they treat people for illnesses like that. Let's keep looking for clues. We don't want to miss anything. Wait, does the stamp pulsate?
No, you're the signature.
Oh, okay.
But there is something here. Oh, he's a dentist. It's not like this medical report was the first issue from quite ago.
Yeah, it's probably a record of long-term treatment. That's why, with a family doctor, I'd imagine.
Well, I can't imagine going to the doctor. I mean, as long as I'm never consulting one.
Well, if you were dead, there'd be no point. So you don't like doctors then?
Why would you? They make you drink horrible tested medicine. They give you painful injections, and then they demand lots of money for you for the privilege. Or at your lowest seb.
You sound like a model patient. With a bad case of stubbornness, no less, for which the only cure is a very bitter medicine indeed. Oh my god, here we go again.
Rinosuke is an anti-vaxxer. And I'm gonna achieve him for examining the... Wow.
What's this? This little leaflet thing.
Hello, what's this?
What's all this?
What's that indeed?
Let's have a look. This is some kind of medical history. Ah, here's an entry for the day the professor was killed. Extraction of molar with topical anesthesia.
Huh. Extraction of molar? He said, you mean he had a tooth taken out?
It would seem so. Just before the incident, he'd had a bad tooth removed. He wouldn't be eating.
Oh, local... Oh! I see where they're going with this.
Laughing gas. That's the most modern practice in the West for pain relief.
I heard of this anesthesia. Although it's hard to believe there's anything that can actually stop you feeling pain. You'll be surprised, kid.
Ah, there's a cautionary note from the medical practitioner as well. Strictly no food or drink besides water for 3 hours post-procedure until anesthetic effects have passed.
Oh, this is what we needed.
Yep, and someone ate the steak.
Yeah. Really?
Sounds like information worth bearing in mind.
So in other words, he wasn't the one eating.
Yes.
With this new information, the meaning of that one particular statement totally changes.
I think it's time we listen to the testimony again, don't you? Is there any other evidence that we can examine closely?
I'll check it out in a moment. Definitely. GI has. Oh, now I can see it. Okay. Oh, okay.
This plan of the restaurant raises a number of questions, I think.
Yeah, it's not structurally sound for one.
It's supposed to show a relative position of everything in the moments following the incident. But there's nothing to show the woman you say you saw there.
Exactly, and that's not all. Look here in the upper left, where it says kitchen.
Oh yes, what of it?
No one would use this complicated character to write kitchen, especially if they were in a hurry.
You mean you don't remember those characters yourself, don't you? Study harder, Ryunosuke.
Oh.
I'm gonna be using this a lot.
Oh.
Here we go. Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga.
Oh.
Oh, he ain't a chef.
Interesting.
Well, that's unexpected.
What is it?
Look, do you see it the way where it says the witness's name here? Satoru Hosonaga.
Well, yes, business guys do tend to show the person's name. That's sort of the point.
It's not the name that's unexpected, it's his job title.
His job? Oh! Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, sorry. Primary criminal investigation in Imperial Police Bureau. Inspector? What on earth?
I have no idea. But let's face it, the police have a lot of power and influence. If they were wielding it here somehow... That's probably why he's coughing up blood. Maybe he took a gunshot too.
And why he got so nervous when asked for that. He wanted to blow his cover already. Okay.
You can't inspect that for... What about the pin?
Oh, yeah.
The pin.
Oh, we can. Here we go. Ah, the symbol of Junior University. Every student wears this thing with pride. It's funny, but most people seem to be either round or rectangular. I like this spike design, even if it doesn't really make any sense. Although it does cause problems. Lots of students are cutting their fingers on the badges. Perhaps it was the idea of one of the founders. A sharp pin for a sharp mind, or something.
What's on the back?
Oh, there's a numeration.
Is that a serial number? Can you click on it?
00901. My business student number is engraved on the back here. If you lose your pin, they want to set you as a human student at the university. You... Oh my god, I need a moment. I need a moment, sorry.
You may not come in.
Here, they said. Oh my god. Of course, you can get a new pin made if you tell them your number. And of course, Saber with the noble woman laugh. I actually lost mine twice already, but I still don't know my numbers by heart. Sure.
What?
Oh my god. I always take my safe. I mustn't forget to write it down somewhere, but I forget not to forget that. Oh my god. You may.
Alright, anything else we can investigate?
From this, no. But I think that number might be important later on.
000901.
Or, yes, 00901. It may not be important right now, but... Okay, let's continue. So, well, what's the point? Oh, wait.
So they're claiming that they ate alone at the table. So that means we should probably present the medical card at that.
Oh, he was the
There
one
it
who...
is.
Yes. We need to present it right here.
Let's
Here
try
we go.
this.
Well, I think, my god, those are yours. What you're really mad? Call yourself a lawyer. I wish I could. But first and foremost here, I'm the accused.
Ryunosuke. Everyone stumbles on their words occasionally. Under the circumstances, I wouldn't worry about it.
Thanks, Kazuma.
I could see it quite clearly in that cross-examination you just carried it out. When you raised your hand straight up like that, so purposefully, My boner went shiggity. You knew exactly what was you wanted to say.
Huh?
Don't feel like you have to choose your words carefully. I just say that you're thinking.
CP, this is the Ace Attorney series. You know that shit is gonna happen eventually, so it's no surprise.
Zippy's reaction, holy shit. Wow!
Alright, and thanks for the advice. Korekatu-san, this is a medical record card belonging to the victim. I see, and I see. Wait a minute, boy. Comparing what is written on this report card with your witness statement. Okay, I'm sorry. That's the wimpiest table slam so
He's
far.
just getting started. He's just getting started. He'll probably get his confidence in time.
But yeah, just in the story, you go like, ugh. Anyway, something clearly doesn't add up.
Dear me, have you forgotten my words so soon, you amateur?
Okay, what's gonna Sanagi say here? I will say Ryunosuke. Ryunosuke. You know, like Ryo, like
Japanese hard for me, okay? Just bear with me. I'm gonna get it wrong a lot.
no, I'm just reading what he was writing.
I know.
Sorry, what?
You are not to interrupt court proceedings with your amateur's drivel.
What?
Let's see if I can explain in words you might understand. It was after 2 p.m. in the afternoon when the victim was murdered at the restaurant. Whatever he may or may not have done before that time is completely irrelevant. Which is not true.
Remember, Ryunosuke, you have to use clever language or fancy words. You don't have to use clever language or fancy words. Just make your point.
Your Excellency, I believe we're finished here. There's surely no need to prolong this trial further. The witness testimonies the court have heard have been quite clear and concise. The medical report card has no bearing on the matter at all, for the simple reason that there is no one else besides this pale-faced pupil who could have...
Oh, there you go. Now that's better. This medical report card has nothing to do with the case. Do you really believe that? Okay, now that's a table slam.
Mm-hmm. What? That outburst have petrified me, boy!
His cajones finally dropped. Yeah, his Gintama fell finally.
Of course I believe it. How can it possibly be relevant?
Perhaps because Hora Clinic, which issued the report card, is a dental clinic.
A dental clinic? Is that supposed to mean something to me?
Perhaps it's I told you that the victim had just had a tooth extracted. What is this now? And furthermore, if I told you that as a result, the victim has been forbidden from eating.
Just what are you trying to say, Cadet?
Oh, now I had to spell it to all of you. Was it?
He had orders not to eat? So what?
It's all written up in here. No food or drink other than water for 3 hours. Post-procedure while anesthesia wears off.
What? No, that can't.
Korekatu-san! What? As you just heard, when he was killed sometime shortly after 2 p.m., The victim couldn't have been eating anything at all. No! Additionally,
There's more?
you have assured the court with unwavering self-confidence that the victim has dining alone. But that cannot possibly be the case. Now that's a table slam.
Yeah.
Because the victim, as we now know, had just had one of his teeth extracted and was still sprinting to the fentanyl anesthetic. Oh!
Expertly done, partner.
Objection! What is this nonsense, you little upstart? These are baseless accusations. Just look at this photographic evidence. You can clearly see the plate of food on the victim's table.
Oh, don't give me the bullshit.
Objection. Use your head. That's the very discrepancy we're talking about. Or can't you follow the logic?
How dare you?
I think it's fair to say that the tables in this restaurant case have turned. Wouldn't you agree, Ryunosuke?
Yes, most definitely.
So, having just undergone some dental surgery, the victim was unable to eat. Which leaves just one very crucial conundrum. Who, in fact, was eating the pictured beef steak?
Oh, thank you, Kusanagi, for the cheers. Ooh.
The court will hear the opinion of the defense on this new puzzle. I assume you're ready, counsel.
Counsel? Oh, yeah, that's me, doesn't it?
Alright, the answer to this question is going to be pivotal.
Oh, now I'm being counsel. Interesting.
This is the start of your turning this trial around. Show them what you're made of.
Got it. So, the person eating the steak at the table with the most has been a yet unknown party.
Yep.
In other words, the woman I keep saying. Obviously, it can only be someone else who was sitting at the professor's table.
Objection! You will not let this go, will you? There was no such person.
That was because I saw her.
When the incident occurred, we know that the victim couldn't have been eating anything. Yet we have evidence of a half-eaten steak on his table.
Oh my god, the dirty knives.
Therefore,
He didn't read this time. Interesting.
the only logical conclusion is that there was somebody else there eating it. We have strong evidence to support our assertion. It's clear that these witness testimonies are unreliable. If the court decides to push through a ruling at this stage, we will lodge a formal complaint with the Ministry of Justice and pursue a fair retrial relentlessly.
Oh, now he reacted. Kazuma.
Are you insane? You would take on the government?
Don't worry, counsel. I have no issue with you.
What do you mean?
I have an issue with them, those two witnesses on the stand.
What?
What are you talking about?
We have demonstrated with evidence that the victim was not alone. So, if it now turns out that the two of you had deliberately lied when giving your testimonies,
Perjury.
obviously you'll be charged with perjury.
Perjury?
And, since this is a murder trial, you will also be deemed complicit in the killing.
Oh. Completion? Murder? No!
No, no, no! Finally!
Hold it! Negative! There's no mention of this at tactical meeting.
Excuse me?
I was just following orders.
The Nuremberg defense won't save you, man. It never does.
That's right! I should mention this! Oh, I see where we're going with this. Just think you never saw the gentlewoman that what they ever told us. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh shit. Oh shit.
I've soiled myself.
What? What did you say, Korikota-san? Oh no! Oh no! We're just following orders? No, hold on that. We just,
Say you never saw the gentlewoman.
Gee, I wonder who gave him the order.
When you say gentlewoman, do you mean you saw the victim with a lady from overseas?
Uh-huh. What?
Objection! What is the meaning of all this? These witnesses gave false statements? Is this true, you pair? Just one simple slip of the tongue! Order! Council, explain what is going on here!
It's painfully clear now. You tried to prevent these witnesses from telling the truth.
Absolutely not! The prosecution knows nothing of this!
Oh. Then who's behind this? You're trying to make it keep your mouth shut?
That's classified.
So you're prepared to be tried as a conspirator to this murder, are you?
You wouldn't! This can't be happening!
Well, this is one hell of a bombshell.
Ryonosuke. Judging from the way they're reacting to this, I'd say they were sworn to silence by someone with considerable influence. Like maybe a police officer? However,
Like a chief police officer of the military
I
branch.
don't believe Aoji had any idea about this.
Yeah, he looks too incompetent to get it. What are you saying, anyway? I mean, to wield that kind of influence, it's only a handful of possibilities. It could either be the government, the military, or the police, I suppose.
Well, any ideas about who might be behind this?
Actually, yeah, we just learn about it.
Yep.
The police, of course.
If we can affirm who tried to silence these witnesses, then we can continue our pursuit.
So we need to name whoever it was that tried to make the witnesses keep their mouth shut.
Of course, we'll need evidence before we make any firm accusations.
Which I already have.
Evidence that proves whoever it was really did wield his or her power here.
But how? How can we possibly...
Remember how we made progress before?
Before?
We examined this piece of evidence in more detail and found a new clue as a result.
Oh, you mean we did something out of line? Okay then. Oh yes, that's right.
Well, that's not the only piece of evidence we have, is it? We need to re-examine everything and make sure there's nothing we've missed. There's no time to lose.
I want answers! If it's proven that these witnesses have been manipulated, I assure you the penalty will be severe.
Please, wait, Your Excellency. I had no idea about any of this. I swear to every Shinto god.
Oh boy.
I know nothing.
Of course.
And what does the defense have to say about all this? Hmm?
Well, Your Excellency. Oh, no time to think. I'm just going to close my eyes and shout the first line that comes to my head. Besides the prosecution, the only person with the necessary info to manipulate the witness is the so-called waiter.
Yep.
Well, surely that will be Satoru Hosonaga.
Hosonaga-san, the waiter who took the stand earlier?
Objection! Poppycock!
What possible reason could the waiter have to make these witnesses give false testimony?
Not to mention the fact that even a head waiter could not have possibly have that level of influence.
For once, I would agree with you.
However,
If, that is, the man truly were a waiter.
oh my gosh, even the Edgeworth thinking pose.
Yep, he's been doing that.
Oh,
If he truly were? Come on, Ryonosuke. Time to hit this court with the truth. The truth about Satoru Hosonaga-san's real identity as proven by this evidence.
and here it is, his business card.
The plan of the restaurant sketched by the man in question? I agree it shows a great deal of attention to detail, but I'm not sure we can conclude anything.
Sorry, Your Excellency. That's the back of the card. It's the back of the card that's of interest.
I beg your pardon?
I meant the front. For God's sake. Oh, perhaps I should have said the front. Yeah, it's the front of the back of the card. That's where the telling detail is.
Would somebody please explain what this overexcited student is trying to say?
Just flip the goddamn card.
Hosonaga-san sketched the plan of the restaurant on the reverse side of his business card. The front of that business card reveals the man in question's profession, his true profession.
The waiter's
Waiter's profession?
Oh, sorry.
But that's surely... Good gracious! That's right, Your Excellency. The card reads, Chief Inspector, Primary Criminal Investigation Division, Imperial Police Bureau.
Can someone fucking afford an acronym, please?
Nani? The waiter is a police detective? I haven't heard any mention of this before. Why haven't I heard any mention of this before?
The Imperial Police Bureau has immense power, absolute power as far as regular civilians are concerned.
Oh, how's Francisca von Cara following? Hello there.
Oh no, she's got her whip.
Yeah, foolishly. This foolish fools.
So, witnesses there in the stand. Was it in fact the waiter who gave you your orders? Was it he who told you not to mention that you'd seen this foreign gentlewoman at the scene?
I have my wit ready, so be a good little dragon. Wow.
Well,
Oh. Inspector Hosonaga. I was worried something like this may happen. The moment you asked me to submit my sketch as evidence, I realized it was a possibility.
Wow, you don't have any foresight, do you?
the court will take this plan and add it to the court record as evidence.
Oh, well...
Is there a problem? Hand the plan to the court officer at once.
Of course. Here you are. Yes, I remember now. And I'm surprised no one decided to look at the back of the car all this time. But anyway.
I mean, that's a trope for Ace Attorney.
It is strange when the judge asked him to hand over his business card. I strive to carry out an investigation flawlessly. It's my guiding principle. But I let myself be distracted when I made that sketch. It was an unusual, careless mistake.
So, you mean to say you really are a detective?
But why would a detective be working as a restaurant waiter? Oh, of course. I was working undercover.
Your story must be terrible.
Undercover? Yes, there have been a series of incidents at the restaurant recently. In order to investigate, I decided to get a job there as a waiter, working undercover.
Incidents at the restaurant? What kind of incidents?
So, such a conscious undercover.
Here we go. The tropes just stack up, don't they?
That would be classified police information, which I am not at liberty to divulge. However, I can say categorically that they are unrelated to this case of homicide.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Okay, take care, CP.
Later.
Very well then, Inspector Hosonaga. But you will elaborate on one point for the court.
Of course, Your Excellency.
We have just heard new information from the two witnesses beside you. That all the time of the shooting, there was in fact another person present at the victim's table. If that is indeed true, clearly you would also have been aware of this person's presence, having served at the tables in question.
Yep.
However, your testimony did not allude to this other dinner. Therefore, I am led to assume that in your professional capacity as a police officer, you require these witnesses to be in agreement. Would that be correct?
Correct, Your Excellency. Unbelievable!
As I suspected.
As soon as I heard the gunshot, I ran out of the kitchen to see what had happened. The victim sat slumped in his chair, and beside him, gun in hand, stood the accused student. Sitting opposite the victim at the same table was a young lady, whom I guessed to be an English woman.
So the truth comes out.
I immediately sealed off the restaurant and reported the incident to Bureau. It was then that I received some special orders. Oh my god, this early in the game we already have conspiracies going on? Special orders? You mean to say? Remove the English woman from the scene at once. Oh god, we're going with this. It was made clear that the English woman present at the restaurant was to be concealed. Those were my orders.
Nuremberg defense won't save you.
What if the English woman was a killer? I think it will be in everyone's best interest not to pursue that idea. Why is that? If
you're hiding something.
Huh? The Empire views the friendly terms of this relationship with Britain more highly than anything at the moment. An Englishman has been murdered on our soil. To name an English woman as the primary suspect, well, without irrefutable evidence, that'll be completely out of the question.
So that's the reason for the disappearance of the Phantom Woman in this case.
So she was a likely suspect, but they didn't have any kind of evidences to support it, damn it. But it's not right. Right?
One possibility does spring to mind.
What do you mean, Kazuma?
Yume University is currently hosting a number of exchange students from Great Britain.
Oh.
And I'm fairly certain that one of them, studying in the medical faculty's research laboratory, is a young English woman.
Oh. What? Shut up, shrewd man. I can see why you're the chosen candidate for the overseas study tour. You mean when I remove the woman from the scene of the crime? I thought it prudent to check her identity first.
Then the court demands that you name the lady in question at once, Inspector.
The English woman seated at the university professor's table was certainly Miss Giselle Brett. Wait, did I pronounce it right?
I don't know.
Giselle Brett. Giselle Brett. She's indeed a front-grad student studying in the research laboratory of Yume University Medical Faculty.
What is happening here?
I have made that under the orders of the police bureau. I erased all evidence of this lady's presence at the scene and ordered these witnesses to make no mention of her in their testimony. It must now be up to Your Excellency to decide how to deal with the situation.
Very well. My thoughts on the matter are as follows. Thus far, the case presented to the court has been underpinned by a particularly critical premise. Namely, that the victim was dining alone. However, as we have now discovered that this premise is false, it would be a desecration of our justice system to ignore the truth and give a ruling at this point.
Objection! But Your Excellency! That would be missing the noon deadline of a ruling in order to send the telegraphic proof report to Great Britain! Our own government will surely be displeased by such actions!
Calm yourself, Counsel. I will not allow the government of our country or any other to influence the proceedings of my courtroom.
I'm sorry. Okay. I just had to.
Inspector Hosonaga,
Yes, sir.
you will locate this Giselle Brett and escort her to the courtroom with the utmost urgency.
At once, Your Excellency.
But that means you'll be going against the special orders you were given from the police bureau!
As I said before, it is my guiding principle to carry out all investigation flawlessly. So, it won't be a problem? Nothing will get in my way. Not even death.
You gotta go to a doctor, dude. You're gonna die. You probably have internal bleeding somewhere.
Court will adjourn briefly. The prosecution must call the English student Giselle Brett to the witness stand. Do I make myself clear?
Yes! Your Excellency!
Good. Then we will have a 30-minute recess before reconvening.
Oh.
Or tuberculosis? Yeah, that might do it.
Yes.
You think we should call it here?
It's gonna be close to 3 hours, and something tell me gonna take 1 more hour to get to the point, so... Yeah, probably we can stop here.
And this is just the first case. The first case is supposed to be short. Like, holy shit.
I know! Yeah, I have a feeling the next part is gonna be at least an hour, so yeah, probably gonna save it. What you think, tomorrow? Or the day after?
Alright.
Which one?
Doesn't matter to me. I'm free any day.
Okay, so let's continue tomorrow so it doesn't lose the hype. Because, holy shit, first case is being this throughout. You know?
Yep.
Okay, and I'll just leave it here. So yeah, we'll continue tomorrow because, holy shit. Okay, options.
Yeah, my voice is about to kill me from all this acting that I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay, so yes. Yeah, I think this is a good time to stop. Oh, you did really good.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, I'm surprised this case is the first case is that wow. Well, then again, it's because that like they put it. An Englishman was murdered in the middle of signing treaty, so it's gonna be really bad if it gets messed up. So I guess why they are scaling.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, let's see. Oh yeah, definitely a good time to stop. Well, I don't think I'm gonna try start a little earlier, so probably an hour earlier. We'll see. Because
I think we'll have personal avatars by then.
I'm gonna try. Okay. But anyway, thank you everyone for being here. We'll be continuing tomorrow. The first case. I didn't expect the first case to be this long, so I'm kind of free for the rest of the game now. Anyway, thank you for being here. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you, and I'll see you in a bit myself. Take care.
All right, bye.
Good night.